So today, as I told you, little bit different type of questions as compared to the first lecture of simulation. What is given to you in question 4 is that there is an automobile production line which manufactures about 100 cars per day. But deviations occur, meaning that sometimes it is more than 100, sometimes it is less than 100. And there are different reasons for that. So they have given you the probability. Now, if you see in the table that is given, production per day, they have started with 95 and ended with 105. So approximately on an average 100 cars are manufactured. But sometimes 95 is also manufactured, 96 is also manufactured. Sometimes in excess of 100 also, that is up to 105 also it is manufactured. Finished cars are transported across the bay, means the production line, at the end of each day by ferry. Ferry means water transport, boats. If this ferry has space only for 101 cars, what will be the average number of cars waiting to be shipped? And what will be the average number of cars? What will be the average number of empty space on the boat? So how many cars will be shipped, will be transferred from the bay to the other end? And how many empty spaces will be there on an average per day? And they have given, use the following random numbers to simulate the data provided above. So random numbers are given. My first step will always be the same. Okay, finding out the range numbers, the range of the random numbers, and then I will proceed to allocate that particular range to the given data. So let us start with the first table. We'll have a production column, probability column, because probability is already given to us, cumulative probability column, and the range. Prepare the statement. Calculation of range or calculation of random number range. Production will write all numbers from 95 to 105. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Write the probabilities. Okay. Next step is to calculate the cumulative probability. 3, 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 7, 15. 15 plus 10 is 25. Plus 15 is 40. Plus 20 is 60. 75. 85. 92. 97. 1. So range will be from 00 to 02, 03 to 07, 08 to 14, and 15 to 24, and 25 to 39, 40 to 59, 60 to 74, 75 to 84, 85 to 91, 92 to 96, and 97 to 99. Okay, now tell me, in this particular question number 4, they have not given number of days. Okay, number of days has not been given, and number of trials is not given. Nothing is given. So how do we know for how many days or how many trials we have to do? Then in that case, all the random numbers to be considered. If nothing is given, see, in the previous problems we were given for the next 10 weeks. Okay, so they had given us the number of weeks for which we are. So we calculated out of the given data for 15 numbers. We calculated only for the first 10. The last 5 we cancelled. Okay, but now in this case they have not given. So what do we do? We will have to take for all the numbers that they have given to us. So how many numbers are given? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 numbers are given. That means I will have to calculate for 15 days. Okay, for 15 days, I will have to calculate. So let us see, let us prepare the table because they have not given us any data. So we make use of all the random numbers. 15 days we'll have to calculate. So we'll prepare this day, random number, production, number of cars, waiting, I would put here, number of cars waiting, and empty space in the board. So days will be 15 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Random numbers you write as they are given. 20, 63, 46, write in the same order. 16, 45, and please copy correctly. 41, 44, 66, 87, 26, and 78, 40, 29, 92, and 21. Okay. Now, check the production. Random number is 20. So 20 means it is going to be this particular category. So production is 98. Production is 98. So if 98 are there and you are going to load everything on the ferry, so number of cars waiting is nil, but there will be empty space in the ferry, in the boat, because of boat can carry 101 cars. So if you are going to carry 98 cars, there will be 3 empty spaces. Did you understand? The boat can carry 101 cars. You have produced 98 cars. So there will be nothing waiting. The entire 98 cars will be loaded onto the boat, on the ferry. But the ferry has a capacity of 101. So out of 101, you have occupied only 98 spaces. So how many spaces are empty? 3 spaces. Okay. Next one, 63. 63 comes over here. So 101 cars. How many cars will be waiting? Nothing. Entire 101 cars will be loaded. How many empty space? No empty space. Because the capacity of the ship is 101. Are you understanding or not understanding? You understand what I'm doing? Okay. Next one. Random number 46. Random number 46. 46 comes over here. So 100 cars are manufactured. All 100 are loaded, so there is no waiting. But there will be one empty space. Then 16. 16 comes here. 16 is 98 again. No waiting. 3 empty space. 45, 45, 45, 45 here. 100 cars. No waiting. One empty space. 41. Same. 100 cars. One empty space. 44, I think also same. 44 is also same again. 100 cars. One space. 66. 66 is here. 101 cars. Everything loaded. No empty space. 87. It is 87. It is somewhere here. So 103 cars are manufactured. Only 101 can be accommodated, can be transported. Out of 103, only 101 can be transported. So 2 will be waiting. No empty space. 2 will be waiting. No empty space. Next, 26. 26 is here. 99 cars. All 99 will be loaded. 2 empty spaces will be there. 78. 78 means here 102 cars. 102 cars. But I can transfer only 101. So 1 will be waiting. No empty space. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 here. 100 cars. No waiting. 1 empty space. 29. 99. All 99 loaded. Nothing is waiting. 2 will be empty space. 92. 92 is 0. 104. 104 I can transfer only 101. So 3 will be waiting. No empty space. 21. 21 is corresponding to this one. 98 is the production. No waiting. 3 empty space. Now they have asked average number of cars waiting to be shipped. So total number of cars is 3 and 3 6. Total number of cars is 3 and 3 6. This is 3 and 1 4 and 3 7 10 12 13 15 18. So average number of cars waiting to be shipped. Average number of cars waiting to be shipped is equal to 6 divided by 15. 6 divided by 15. Okay, 0.4. 0.4 per day. 0.4 per day. And average empty space. Average number of empty space. Average number of empty space is equal to 18 divided by 15. 1.2 per day. Okay. Now let us take in relation to this only, what type of other problems can come? See, I can ask you to calculate. See, this was a variety of question, one variety. Then now I can ask you to calculate profit, average profit or average cost. Okay, depending upon what data is here. How to calculate average profit? Selling price minus variable cost minus fixed cost, if it is given. If the fixed cost is not given, then selling price minus variable cost. Now, if they ask you the total profit, then selling price minus variable cost into number of units produced. Okay, so like that. So questions will be very simple. You only have to know how to calculate the end part. So yesterday we had done a problem where banking balance had to be calculated. So this is just a variety of questions which are there. So adding to that variety, I've got two more questions. That is question number 6 and 7. Okay, so let us do that also. By the way, if you have not understood the calculations of simulation yesterday you have missed the lecture, something like that has happened. you can definitely go to my website. It is posted over there. You can take the link, click on the link, you'll directly get access to the video of yesterday's lecture. Question number 6. The management of ABC Limited is considering the question of marketing a new product. The fixed cost required in the project is rupees 4,000. Three factors are uncertain: selling price, variable cost, and sales volume. The product has a life of only 1 year. Management has data on these three factors as follows: selling price and probability is given, variable cost and probability is given, sales volume and probability is given. Consider the following sequence of 30 random numbers. Using the sequence, simulate the average profit for the above project on the basis of 10 trials. This is what is important. 10 trials you want. We don't want all numbers to be considered here. Now, any difficulty here? Anybody who has not understood anything? Everything is clear now. Now, let us prepare the first table. You'll have to prepare a table for selling price, with selling price, probability, cumulative probability, range. Okay? Then you'll have to prepare a table for variable cost. Variable cost, probability, cumulative probability, range. And likewise, you'll have to prepare for sales volume, units. Units, probability, cumulative probability, range. So prepare the three tables and let me know the figures. If you do it for all the random numbers, and time will be wasted. Nothing is going to happen. Time is going to be wasted. Only prepare the three tables and keyboard, don't prepare the other one. There's a catch in the problem. Are you prepared? Are you ready with the three tables? Selling price 3, 4, probability 2, 5 and 3. This is sales volume. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to prepare everything together. So here I will prepare number 10 trials. So 1 to 10. Random numbers. Selling price. Again random numbers. Variable cost. And then random numbers. For sales volume. Okay. Do not write anything. Just come back to the question. One of you asked me, sir, what will happen if I make use of all the numbers and instead of 10, if I don't read the question properly and I prepare statement for all 30. What did my answer was? My answer was that you will be wasting time. But one thing, it struck me that, you have not read the question properly then. Okay. They are saying, using the sequence of 30 random numbers. Consider the following sequence of 30 random numbers. Now, if you go to see, I need not take the same 10 random numbers for all 3 variables. See, earlier my variable was only 1. Earlier I had only 1 variable. So let us see the types of questions we have done up till now. Types of questions that we have done. What is the variable demand over here? Question number 3, demand. Question number 4, there was question number 2, you see. Can you see question number 2? What is there? There were 2 variables. One was receipt and one was payment. 2 variables were there. For that, I had given you random numbers separately for receipts and separately for payments. Yes or no? I've given separate random numbers for receipt and separate random numbers for payments. What is question number one? Only one variable, demand. And there were 15 random numbers. So I had to consider only 10 out of them. Only one variable, demand was there. Okay. So this was there. Question number two, I've given you two variables, two set of random numbers. Question number three, one variable, one set of random numbers up to 10 I will take. Question number four, one variable, that is production. And it was for all the random numbers. See the variety now. Problems look simple and they look similar, but there is a variety in that also. Here we have taken for all random numbers because they are not given how many trials. Okay. Question number five, there is only one variable, demand. So it was for 10 weeks, only 10 numbers required. And exactly you are having 4, 5, 6 and 6, 12. So last two are not required. Correct now? Question number six, now there are three variables. Three variables, selling price, variable cost and volume. I should not be taking the same 10 random numbers for each of the three variables because I have got sufficient random numbers. If only 10 variables or 10 random numbers are given, I will take the same 10 random numbers for all my three variables. But they have given me three variables and 30 random numbers. 30 are there now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30 are there. 30 random numbers are there. 10 trials are there. And 3 variables are there. So I come to the conclusion, 3 into 10, 30. So I have to make use of all the 30 variables. I have to make use of all the 30 variables. Normally what a student will do, he will take the first 10 for sales, selling price. He will take the second 10 for variable cost. And he will take the third set of 10 random numbers for sales volume. You can do that, but that is not the correct way of doing it. You can do that, but that is not the correct way of doing it. Okay? So what do we do? What do we do? 81 we take for selling price first. 32 we take variable cost first. 60 we take variable the volume first. Okay? So see how it is to be done. Pay attention. So normally what you would do, you would write all one below the other. Now I will not do like that. Random number, first random number 81 I will write here. Second random number 32 I write here. Third random number 60 I write here. Then fourth random number 4 I write here. Like this away. So horizontally I go on writing, not one below the other. Followed? Because they have not given me breakup of that. In question number 2, I had given you separately for receipts and separately for payments. Okay. Now I have not given you separately for selling price, separately for variable cost, and separately for sales volume. Okay. So we will have to take first 3 as the first for each one of the 3 variables. We can't take it vertically. We have to take horizontal. And they have given us 30 variables purposely because there are 3 variables. There are 30 random numbers, sorry, because there are 3 variables. If I have given you only 10 random numbers, then the same random numbers can be taken for all. For each one, I will take the same 10 random numbers. But I have not given you 10 random numbers. So I will either give you 10 random numbers or I will give you 30 random numbers. Why? Because there are 3 variables. If there are 2 variables, I will give you either 10 random numbers or 20 random numbers. Okay. So how to solve? First random number for selling price, second random number for variable cost first, third random number is for volume first. So horizontally you go on writing the numbers. So 81, 32, 60, 04, 46, 31. Okay, 67, 25, 24, 10, 40 and 2. 39, 68, 8. 39, 68, 8. 59, 66, 90. 12, 64 and 79. 12, 64 and 79. 31, 86, 68. 31, 86, 68. 82, 89, 85. Sorry, 20, 25. Sorry. 11, 98 and 16. 11, 98, 16. So you have to make use of all 30 random numbers. For each of those three variables, a set of 10 random numbers. How to take? First, second and third random numbers will be the first for the first variable, the second variable, third variable. Like that. It is like first variable, second variable, third variable. First variable, second variable, third variable. Like that, you go on writing the numbers. Is that clear now? Have you followed? So questions may look similar. Don't jump to conclusions. And please, in your solution, where you are writing in a notebook, make a note of this. What is different in this problem as compared to other? So what will you make as a note? You will write that 3 variables, 10 trials, 30 random numbers. Therefore, 3 into 10 is equal to 30. That means 30 random numbers are given because there are 3 variables and 10 trials. If there are 2 variables, they will give you 20 random numbers. No, yeah, they should be in order horizontally. So it will be horizontally. First 3 will be the first. You will be writing the random numbers are in order now also. So 81 is the first value for selling price. 32 is the first value for variable cost, and 60 is the first value for. So it is like first value, second value, third value, fourth value, like that. Okay. Done. Let us get back to calculations now. Do it very slowly, very carefully. Finish one at a time now. Let us start with selling price. 81. Selling price 81. Selling price. This is selling price. Huh? Selling price 81 is here. The selling price is 5. Next is 4. 4 is here. Sorry. Now 4 is here. So that is selling price is 3. Okay. Selling price is 3. 67. 67. 67 is 4. 10 is 3. 39 is 4. 59 is 4. 12 is 3. 31 is 4. 82 is 5. 11 is 3. Now go to variable cost. Go to variable cost. 32. 32 in variable cost. This is variable cost now. Look at this table, second table. 32 is 2. 46 is 2. 25 is 1. 40 is 2. 40 is 2 now. Then 68 and 66. 68, 66, both are 2. 64 is also 2. 86 is also 2. 89 is also 2. 98 is also 3. 98 is 3. Now volume in units. Volume in units. 60. 5,000. 31. 3,000. 24 is 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. 90 is 5,000. 79 is 5,000. 68 is 5,000. 25 is 2,000. And 16 is 2,000. Now they have asked us to calculate the profit. Acha, how to calculate profit now? Let us see what all details they have given. Selling price they have given. Variable cost they have given. Number of units they have given. And the fixed cost is also given. Okay. So formula for profit. Simulated trials. Calculation of profit in 10 simulated trials. Calculation of profit in 10 simulated trials. Okay. Now, how to calculate the profit? Selling price minus variable cost into number of units minus the fixed cost 4,000. Selling price minus variable cost into number of units minus the fixed cost 4,000. Fixed cost is fixed 4,000. Okay. So let us do it slowly for each of the 10 trials. What is the first selling price? I'll do it with a different color now. 5 minus 2 into 5,000. 5 minus 2 into 5,000 minus 4,000. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 into 5 is 15,000. 15,000 minus 4,000 is 11,000. Do you understand? Have you understood calculation? Manisha, Akhila, are you understanding calculations? Shravya, Sai Kirtan, Sai Ganesh, are you able to understand calculations? Okay. Second one, same way. Second calculation. 3 minus 2 into 3,000. 3 minus 2 into 3,000. Minus 4,000. 3,000 minus 4,000. So negative figure. Arey, it's okay, yaar. If it is a negative figure, it's a loss. Nothing to worry. Don't get frightened. As soon as negative figure comes, we get frightened. Answer may be wrong. 4 minus 1 into 2,000. 3 into 2, 6,000 minus 4,000 is 2,000. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 into 2,000. 2,000 minus 4,000 is minus 2,000. 4 minus 2 into 2,000. 4 minus 2 into 2,000 minus 4,000. 2 into 2,000, 4,000. 4,004 minus 4,000 is nil, 0. Then 4 minus 2 into 5,000. 4 minus 2 into 5,000. 2 into 5, 10. 10 minus 4 is 6,000. 3 minus 2 into 5,000. 5,000 minus 4,000 is 1,000. 4 minus 2 into 5,000. 2 into 5, 10 minus 4, 6. 5 minus 2 into 2,000. 3 into 2, 6 minus 4, 2. Last one. Three minus 3 into 2,000. Sometimes students get excited. You write 0 over here. I mean, it's not 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. Into 2,000 is 0. 0 minus 4,000 is minus 4,000. Somebody has written 0. So take the total of all the profits. Take this total. 11 and 2, 13 and 6, 19 and 1, 20, 28. 28 minus 4 is 24. 24 minus 3 is 21. So what have they asked? Average profit for the above. So average profit. $21,000 divided by 10. 2,100. 2100. So now you can see simple problems becoming lengthy now. Lengthy calculations, more calculations. Problems are simple only, but certain things that you have to remember. Okay, so you can't take first 10 for sales, second 10 for variable cost, third 10 for sales volume. You can't take. On what basis will you take? Person will argue. The first three are the first values of selling price, variable cost, volume. So you have to go in that order. Okay. Question number 7. A company manufactures 30 items per day. A company manufactures 30 items per day. The sale of these items depends upon the demand, which has the following distribution. Sales in units is given, probability is given. Production cost and selling price of each unit are 40 and 50 respectively. Any unsold product is to be disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. There is a penalty of 5 rupees per unit if the demand is not met. Using the following random numbers, estimate the profit or loss for the company for the next 10 days. How many random numbers? 10 random numbers. Fine. So 10 random numbers, 10 days. So all to be taken. If the company decides to produce 29 items per day, then what will happen? 29 items. Here it was 30 items. What is the advantage or disadvantage to the company? Okay. So that means I will have to calculate the profit or loss if 30 items are produced per day, and profit or loss if 29 items are produced per day. Okay. So let us work out. First, we will calculate the range. As usual, we'll record the range. Sales probability, cumulative probability, random numbers, range. So calculate and tell me. Srihansini is saying previous problem. Last figure is 2000 minus 2000. 1 minute. How it is minus 2000? How it is minus 2000, Srihansini? 3 minus 3, how much it is? 0, now 0 into 2000 is how much? 0 into 2000 is 1. 0 into 2000 is 2000. How much? 0 into 2000 is 0. Anything multiplied to 0 is 0. You, what calculation you are doing? 0 minus 4000. 0 into any number is 0, dear. Take your calculator and see. 0 into 2000 multiply and tell me what answer you get. CM3, you are going to come Sunday, early morning, 6 o'clock. I will teach you mathematics. Okay. Just joking. Sometimes when I crack some jokes also, students take it seriously. Don't take it seriously. Just joke. Sales in units. Okay. Sales in units. 27 to 32 now. So 27, 28, 29, 31. Happens. Sometimes you make mistakes, and that is why I tell you be careful with the figures. Because small change in the figures may make your answer go wrong. So be careful with the figures. 0.10, 0.10, 10 and 15 is 25, 25 and 20 is 45, 45 and 35 is 80, 80 and 15 is 95 and 1. So this will be 002, 9. 10 to 24, 25 to 44, 45 to 79, 80 to 94, 95 to 99. So everybody has got this now? Okay. So next step is to calculate the profit or loss. If I am producing 30 units per day, okay? If I am producing 30 units per day, fine. Production cost is given to me as 40 rupees. Any unsold product is to be disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. And there is a penalty of 5 rupees per unit if the demand is not met. So let us prepare. Statement of profit or loss. If 30 units are produced, 30 items are produced. For the next how many days? 10 days. Random numbers. 10, 99, 65, 99, 95, 01, 79, 11, 16, 20. Units sold. Profit or loss. Tell me the units now. Random number 10. That means it is 28. Random number 99. So it is 32. Then 30. Then 32. Then 32 again. And 27. 30. 28. 28. 28. Now pay attention. Remember that. Remember that. How many items we are producing here? 30 items. So if you produce anything less than 30, if there is anything less than 30, what will happen? There will be, what will there be? No, I'm not concerned about closing stock now. product is unsold, what will happen? If the product is unsold, there is a penalty. Sorry, there is a disposal cost. It is disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. Okay, it is disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. Now see how to interpret this. Pay attention. 30 units are produced. What they are saying, any unsold product will be disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. Let us come to the question back again. This is very important. Pay attention. Stop writing. Pay attention for 2 minutes. The production cost and the selling price are 40 and 50 respectively. So selling price minus production cost, profit is actually 10 rupees. 10 rupees per unit. Okay, now see. 10 rupees per unit. I am producing, first I am taking this 30 items. Okay, now what they are saying is that if I am, see this part, I'll highlight it. Any unsold product is to be disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. And if the demand is not met, then there will be a penalty of 5 rupees. Okay. Now my first production, I'm producing 30 units. Okay. I'm producing 30 units. Come back to the table. If I'm producing 30 units and 28 units are sold, 28 units are sold, then what is happening? If I'm producing 30 units and 28 units are sold, is there unsold product? Yes, there is unsold product. Okay. If there is unsold product, how many unsold products are there? 2 unsold products. Okay. 2 unsold products will be disposed of at a loss of 15 rupees per unit. So how to calculate the profit or loss now? Pay attention. 28 units are sold. Okay, on these 28 units. Sorry. On these 28 units. 1 second. On these 28 units, 10 rupees profit is there. 50 minus 40. Okay. And on those 2 units which are not sold, there is a penalty or there is a loss of 15 rupees per unit. So I will say 28 into 10 minus 2 into 15. 28 into 10 on the calci, 280 minus 2 into 15, 30. 280 minus 230, that is equal to 250 profit. Okay, if it is a loss, I'll put it in bracket. So 28, or I will write minus 250. 28 into 10 minus 2 into 15. Why 28 into 10? 28 units are sold. So profit on sale is 50 minus 40, 10 rupees. So 28 into 10. I have produced 30 units, 28 are sold, 2 are unsold. On those 2 units unsold, there is a loss of 15 rupees per unit. So 2 into 15 loss, 30 rupees loss. So it is going to be 250 rupees. Have you understood? Okay. Next one. Next one. Pay attention. Next one. 32 is the demand. 32 is the demand. Forget that unit sold. It is the demand. 32 is the demand. Have I been able to sell 32? I will not be, because only 30 units are produced. Okay. So on those 30 units, so pay attention. I am not selling 32 units because I have produced only 30 units. So on those 30 units, I will get a profit of 10 rupees. And 2 units I have not been able to sell. Demand is there. Demand is there, but I have not been able to sell because my production is only 30. So in that case, there is a penalty of 5 rupees. So minus the 2 into 5 penalty. So 300 minus 10 is 290. Chalo, do the remaining now. Tell me the answer for the next one. Do it slowly, huh? Don't rush. Do it slowly. Tell me. 30 units are produced, 30 units are sold. No penalty, no loss. So straight away profit, 30 into 10 profit. 300. 32, same as the first one. 30 into 10 minus 2 into 5. That is 290. Same here. 30 into 10 minus 2 into 5 is 290. 27 are sold. 27 are sold. Yes. Yes. 27 are sold. So I will have 27 into 10 minus 3 into 15. 3 into 15. 270 minus 45. 225. Absolutely right. So now you are able to calculate and get the correct answers. Good. 30. 30 will be 30 into 10. Nothing else. 300. 28. 28 into 10 minus 2 into 15. So 250. Correct. They are also same. Same. So take the total of this now first. Two six nine five. Check. Srihamsini, check again. 2695. Okay. 2695 everybody is getting? Okay, fine. Now same table you have to do. Same table you have to do. So first column, second column, third column will be same. But on top it will be statement of profit or loss if 29 items are produced per day. Okay. So whether there will be a profit, whether there will be a loss, that we have to see. 29 items per day are produced. Chalo, let us do this. First three columns same. day, random number, estimated sales, and the profit or loss. So we'll do it now. Statement of profit or loss if 29 items are produced. So now 29 items are produced. Twenty-eight are sold. 28 are sold. So of 28, I will get a profit. So 28 into 10. How much I'm not able to sell? 2. Sorry, 1. So 1 into 15. 280 minus 15 is 265. 32. I have produced only 29. So 29 into 10. 3 items are falling short. Penalty. 3 into 5. So 29 into 10 minus 3 into 5. 290 minus 15. 275. And this is 30 into 10. 30 into 10. But I cannot sell 30 now. I have manufactured only 29. So 29 into 10 minus 1 into 5. Penalty. So 290 minus 5, 285. Next one. $32. It is 29 into 10 minus 3 into 5. 275. 29 into 10 minus 3 into 5. 275. 27. 27 into 10 minus 2 into 15. 270 minus 30, 240. 30, so it is 29 into 10 minus 1 into 5. 290 minus 5, 285. Then 28 into 10 minus 1 into 15. 280 minus 15, 265. 265. 265. Chalo, take the total. Okay, so again the total comes to 2,695. 2,695. Here also it was, earlier also it was 2,695. 2,695. Here also it is 2,695. So does it make any difference whether the company manufactures 29 items or 30 items over the period of 10 days or not one day? It is over a period of 10 days. Does it make any difference? No. So write down. Below the statement you write. The total profit, write down, the total profit for the next 10 days, for the next 10 days will be rupees 2,695. Rupees 2,695. Irrespective of whether company manufactures, irrespective of whether company manufactures 30 items or 29 items. 30 items or 29 items. Therefore, we can conclude that there is no additional profit or loss. There is no additional profit or loss if the production is reduced to 29 items. if the production is reduced to 29 items per day. Okay. So we'll stop here for today. On Monday, we'll start with a new topic. Monday, Tuesday, another topic we can wind up with. And same way, we'll be winding up with all these small topics like this. Interesting topics. But as I said, once you know how to do it, it will be like just playing games for you. And it is going to be very simple and scoring also from the exam point of view. Okay? Yes. Yes, Maitri. The day when we do problems, the day goes very fast. We never know when the time has come to an end. So like this, hey, Monday the portion is not going to be completed. I'm just saying that Monday will start with a new topic. Okay. So like this, there are two small topics which are there, which will be completed. So by next week, by Friday, Saturday, you should be out of the lectures. Okay. Sure. So see you on Monday. Happy weekend. Take care. Bye.